Well, when buying makeup, you want to see how it's going to look on you before you make the purchase. The try it before you buy it concept was created years ago, 80 years ago, when Merle Norman developed her own cosmetics company in her kitchen. Nearly a century later, the company remains strong by providing women with the hottest looks. Here to tell us more is Helen McClusker, owner of Merle Norman Studio in Dover. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me here.
So 80 years old, the company has been around that long, but it's certainly not an old company.
No, we like to say we're not your grandmother's Merle Norman anymore.
Not really.
But
Tell
yes,
us about its history.
She started the company in 1931, 2 years into the Depression, in Ocean Park, which is right outside of Los Angeles. And the kitchen stove was her cold cream, the very first product that she created.
Really?
She had a chemistry background and started
She was
it.
certainly beautiful. Take a look at that picture. That's her right there?
Yes, that is Merle Norman. Yes.
Now, you own the studio in Dover, which also has a rich history. It's been around since the 50s?
1953.
Wow.
Yes, it was actually a man named Jerry Mills who started the company, or excuse me, started the franchise in Dover. When I was in high school, I had very bad skin, and my mother took me to him very wisely. I learned how to take care of my skin more so than makeup. Used the products my whole life, had an 18-year corporate life, and in 1995, my husband Mike and I purchased the business in Dover. So we've had that for about 16 years now. So over 58 years in Dover.
Yeah, and here we have some pictures of the studio. Did you ever think that it would turn into a career?
No, but I always loved makeup. I love to shop. I knew how I wanted to be treated when I shop, and that is our biggest thing, is our customer service.
Right.
We have second and third generation women coming in now, bringing their daughters in, usually at about 13, kind of like a rite of passage, and we like to help them. We like to help them with their skincare needs, with their looks, and that's what we're all about.
And you brought in some of your spring line.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Every season, so 4 times a year, we have a new color collection. This season with fashion, what they call the bright pastels and soft pastels. When you look at the clothing that is out there now, the makeup coordinates with it. So we have 2 color quads, Light and Airy and Earth Angel, to kind of complement the skin tone. And some lipsticks. We're also an authorized dealer for OPI, nail polish.
Yeah,
a lot of women know OPI, so we try to coordinate some colors to go with that as well.
Now, when you come in the store, like say I come into your studio, you actually give makeup consultations and makeovers so that we know what we're going to look like?
Yes, the try before you buy. We sit down with you. We want to know, what are your concerns? We have some women who don't want to wear very much makeup, and that's great, but they want to take care of their skin, which is so important. You sit down, we find out what you like, we write it down for you, we put you in the computer, your preferences, and that's how we get to know what you want to work with.
And to give us an example, we have a before and after picture we want to show everyone. Tell us about this young lady.
Well, this is Alicia Conroy, who is responsible for getting me here. She's on your staff, and she came to the studio, and we did a before picture, as you can see, and we tried the new spring colors on her.
Wow.
And she was very afraid of color. And a lot of women say, I want to look natural. You can look natural, but you can still wear some color, and that's what we're there for. And color just gives you so much life.
Yeah, she's beautiful anyway. All right, now there are many concerns when it comes to makeup, and we're just going to touch on a few. What do you think is the #1 concern with makeup and for your customers?
A lot of women say, I can't get a foundation to match, and that is very difficult. Our skin tone changes throughout the year. Your skin changes every 10 years, so you always constantly, at least once a year, you should be going in for a foundation check.
Really? All right. And the second one, you say dull, splotchy skin?
Yes, women complain about that.
Yeah.
And that's all in the skincare. Daily routine, it's day in and day out, month after month, year after year. You have to take care of your skin. It's there for life, and good skincare habits are what we try to teach women more so than the makeup.
I remember my mom, one of my mom's #1 things was moisturize, moisturize, moisturize.
Yes, that and as we get older, exfoliation.
Exactly.
You have to get rid of the dead skin.
All right.
You have to get rid of the dead skin.
Thank you so much, Helen, for bringing all of this in and telling us about your studio. And if you would like more information on Merle Norman Cosmetics, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Up next on Delmarva Life, I'm trading in the makeup brush for a lacrosse stick. Falcons Youth Sports from Fruitland is here to give us a little lacrosse lesson. You don't want to miss this. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.